Welcome to this tutorial in ProPresenter 6, where our goal is to help you learn your software one good step at a time. This lesson we're going to look at the basic screen layout that you find in ProPresenter version 6. ProPresenter, like most pieces of software, have a group of words at the top which give you access to drop-down menus. You can access anything you want to do in ProPresenter 6 simply going through the menus. But most of us like the shortcut that we find in toolbars. So below the menu you have a toolbar which contains all the major features of ProPresenter 6 that it thinks you'll like when you start out. We have an entire lesson on how to customize the toolbar and add or remove features according to the way you prefer to work. Below the toolbar in the upper left corner, you'll see the preview window. This is the window that will show you what will go out on the live screens for those who watch your presentation. If I click on the slide, for example, the first one here, it will appear on my preview window. Now, the third slide also has a background. I click on that slide, and the preview window will show the background as well. When I click on my fourth slide, it has a motion background, and so it will show me the words above the background, and you'll see the slider bar move to show me that I'm looping through my background. In order to clear what's on the slide, you can simply clear your background by clicking on the third icon, or you can clear the slide, or you can clear everything. This is a very useful tool, and we'll show you more about that in subsequent lessons. Below the preview window, you have your library panel. Your library panel shows everything that you have that you could put into a presentation. It may contain songs, it may contain scripture text, it may contain PowerPoint presentations or other sermon material. Your library, mine contains right now 99 items. You can sort it by last used, you can sort it by alphabetically by title, or you can sort it by category. Now, if I want to find something in my library, especially as it gets to be large, I can simply use the search item here to search for the title of a song or something else I want and find it very quickly inside my library. So this is the main and growing repository of everything you have used, are using, or will use in your presentations. Below the library window, the third panel on the left is my playlist window. My playlists contain one or more, oftentimes you'll have many, playlists which contain all the information from the library that you use on any particular date or for any particular presentation. For example, this playlist, when I click on the left, is just named by a date. We'll show you how to add playlists, name them, and populate them. On the right, on this particular playlist, I have several items that are part of this particular occasion. And when I click on each one, I see a thumbnail on the right-hand side. Now, I can also change the way in which these three panels interact or display. Let me take the arrow key and my mouse and move it between the slides, the preview, and the other three panels, and you can make this area wider or narrower. I can also take the preview window and change the height of it by clicking here with the double arrow. I can also change the height and the space given to the library window the same way. I can also change the area between the playlist, make this name larger or smaller, or give more room for the components within the playlist. Another thing I can do is I can click on this angled double-headed arrow at the bottom of my playlist panel, and when I click on it, it will make the library area disappear so I have more real estate to work with my playlist. Or I can click on it again and the library panel pops up. So this is another on-off feature. I'll make this a little bit smaller again and show you some more features over here. When we're looking at our slide view, there are several things that we can do. I'm going to click simply on a song now. And we can change the size of the thumbnails by clicking on the lower right. And there is a little ball on the slider, and if I move it left, they get smaller, right, they get bigger. I can also decide to display this not as slides, but in a table view. If I click here, it shows my colored group labels. We have a lesson on that, a micro miniature of the slide, and the beginning of the first text in each particular slide on my presentation. Most of the time we will work in thumbnail view. Another option I have is to see more information about this particular song. If I click on the icon with the blue eye in it, it's information, and this gives me more technical information about the song, about the layout, about the chords, the category. We can change all that information. I can also change whether or not I'm looking at one particular entry in my playlist or all of them by clicking on the contiguous button. If the word contiguous is black, I see only one item in my playlist at a time. But if I click on it again, it may take a few seconds to refresh. So it's a dark background. Now I'm seeing everything in my entire playlist. All the songs, whatever would be sermon text, anything else, it's all there together. And then I can go back and forth if I want to for one item at a time. These are some of the simple basics on the layout of your startup screen in ProPresenter 6. If you find this tutorial in ProPresenter 6 about the basic screen layout helpful, please like us and subscribe to the Sharper Turtle.